buddy Miguel Torres here. As per request of a lot of my subscribers and people that are following me on my daily adventure for the month to get down and get back in shape, people are asking me what happens, if you don't have a gym like you have. Like you have all this world class, workout equipment, you have all this great gear. What happens if you don't have any of that kind of stuff? So today we're gonna do a workout. So if you're at home or you're under quarantine, you can't make it to a gym, your gym is shut down, you can still get in shape, it's not an excuse. We're gonna go over a couple different things and we're gonna help you get a workout while you're at home without any special equipment. So go ahead and follow me. So first thing we're gonna go over is some shadow boxing. So if I got somebody that has no idea how to shadow box, the first thing I'll get them the idea of is how to stand. So first thing is my stance. I wanna make my stance. I wanna keep my hands up. When I have my hands up, my rear hand is on my chin, on my jaw, where my ear is, like if I'm on the phone. And my front hand is in front of my face or my shoulder, into my jaw, and my chin tucked here. So my stance is here like this. You could stand here like this, but I don't recommend that too much, only if you're in real close contact, real close quarters. So technically we're gonna be standing here like this. Okay, when I shadow box, I'm doing three things. I'm either gonna throw some punches, I'm gonna move my shoulders, or I'm gonna circle my feet. So I'm gonna throw some punches, move my shoulders, and then circle a little bit, change an angle. Throw some punches, move my shoulders, and circle. Throw some punches, move my shoulders, and circle. Throw some punches, move my shoulders, and circle. And every time I throw, I'm gonna throw my left hand first, 3 punches, move my shoulders, and I could circle to the right, or I could circle to the left, depending on how I wanna move. And then after my next combo, I start with my right hand. I move my shoulders, and then I circle around. For 30 seconds, we're gonna just do that. You're gonna throw some hands, move your shoulders, and circle. Throw some hands, move your shoulders, and circle. Throw some hands, move your shoulders, and circle. So I'm gonna have a body shot, 3 to the head, and then a body shot. Move my shoulders and circle. Our next drill is going to be here. I'm going to make my stance. I'm going to switch my feet back and forth. I'm going to move my hands. I'm going to breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. For 30 seconds, I'm going to try to go as quick as I can, but my breath is going to keep me alive. I'm going to breathe in through my nose, out through my mouth. Let's go. The next drill we're going to do is going to be gliding. I'm going to make my stance. My outside leg is going to hit the inside leg outside. I'm going to switch my hip to the outside. Now my outside leg hits the leg in the middle out to the side again. So all I'm going to do is switch my feet from side to side here. This is how I get into attacks with the body. I'm in the stance, I glide inside, and I glide to the other side to get around somebody. So we're gonna work gliding. 30 seconds, switching. Go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Our next drill we're gonna do is gonna be squats. So I'm gonna start on my legs, shoulder width apart. Make sure I can squat my butt down. I'm gonna keep my shoulders up, back straight. As I squat down, I'm gonna pick up the box and I'm gonna stand straight up real easy. I'm gonna try to sit my butt straight down. Hey guys.
10 seconds.
Our next drill is going to be called Hining Crosses. It's like running in place and punching at the same time. I'm trying to coordinate my footwork with my hands and my breathing. So we're going to do this 30 seconds. I'm running in place and punching and breathing.
Fifteen seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
So our next drill is going to be lunge walking. Both my feet under my shoulders. My left leg, when I step to my left, I drop my right knee, coming up. Now I step with my right leg, dropping my left knee and coming up. So I want to step, I like stepping at angles. It gives me more balance than stepping forward. Sometimes it's a little bit hard being on that line. So 30 seconds lunges, ready. Taking a nice good step and coming forward. You could even add a cross to the body.
5 seconds. 2, 1.
Our next drill we're going to do is going to be a captain's chair, a flat surface or wall anywhere. You're going to stand here, back against the wall, 90 degrees, bend your legs, and 30 seconds to stay here. Okay.
10 seconds.
Now we're going to do push-ups 30 seconds. If you start doing your push-ups and you're on your toes like me, I'll start on my toes and about halfway through when I get burnt out, I'm not going to quit and give up. I'm just going to get on my knees to keep pushing. The idea is to keep the burn going through the whole 30 seconds, guys. That's the whole trick, okay? So we're gonna get in a push-up position. I'm on my toes, my feet are on my, balls on my feet are on the ground. I'm on my knees. I cross my ankles and I leave my hips flat. The more I walk my knees up, the easier it gets. So I don't care if you're stuck right here all the way with your knees under your chest. I want you to keep pushing and I want you to keep driving. We're gonna go together, 30 seconds. Ready, guys? Ready, let's go.
15 seconds.
By push-ups, we're gonna go right into a plank. 30 seconds. Hands together, bend your toes out, eyes forward, and 30 seconds plank. Go.
15 seconds.
Now we're gonna do some ab work. So now we're already on the ground. We're gonna lay on our back. First thing we're gonna do, some mini crunches. I'm gonna not swing my hands like this. This momentum on my hands helps me lift my shoulders off the ground, but also with my ab and neck workout. So I'm also gonna be working on my neck as well. I'm gonna pretend my eye is connected to the ceiling by a string in my forehead. My hands as well. When I lift, I'm trying to keep my hands behind my shoulders and keep my chin back. I'm holding a baseball between my chin and my chest. I don't want to bend my head like this. I want to keep my head back looking at the ceiling, keeping the weight on my abs the whole time. Ready guys, 30 seconds. Up and squeeze and start bouncing, 30 seconds. Our next drill is going to be regular crunches, 30 seconds. Now I'm going to go all the way up and down, but I'm not going to try to do it super fast. I just want to do good technique and make sure I'm contracting my abs. So I want to focus on my breathing in through my nose, when I'm going to contract out through my mouth, when I'm going to squeeze. So as I do this, I want to come up and squeeze, and I want to blow all the air out of my abdomen, out of my lungs. I want to squeeze all the air out, and then I want to come back down and breathe into my nose. So I'm going to sit all the way up for 30 seconds. I'm going to breathe into my nose. My head doesn't hit the ground. My hands and elbows off the ground. More focused on technique and breathing than speed. 30 seconds, ready. This is one of my favorite ab exercises that there is. It's pretty much in your lower and upper abs. The big thing is being able to twist your body and keeping your elbows spread apart. Sometimes people hug their heads and do this. The idea is to try to keep your elbows open and get that full range, that full twist. So I'm doing my bicycles, my hands behind my head. Okay, I'm gonna turn my opposite elbow to my opposite knee, and as I switch myself from one side, look at how my elbows are opened up like this. My elbow hits the ground, that's how much I'm turning my body. If I stay like this, I'm kind of pulling on my neck, and I'm kind of using more of my upper body trying to squeeze my head forward. I'm gonna strain myself. I'm gonna try to maintain a good posture. I'm gonna try to keep my head back, and I'm gonna not try to pull my head. If more than anything, I'm gonna try to keep my hands laced behind my head and keep my elbows open. So the big idea is to be able to twist. Look at how my twist, my elbow blocks me here. Right? That's how I know I've got my maximum twist. I want to make sure I turn my body. My chin stays back. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. So for me, every time my left elbow hits my right knee, that's one. So when I get started, it's not 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1, 2, 3. In my mind, that's how I'm counting. Excuse me, let me adjust my underpants for a second. Okay guys, 30 seconds bicycles, go.
10 seconds.
Now we're gonna move on to one of our last ab exercises. We're gonna focus on the lower abs. So it's like little scissors, I call them. Your hands are by your side, your legs are straight out, 6 inches from the ground. And we're gonna just kick up and down like this, 30 seconds. Ready guys, let's go. Nice little kicks like this. Head up off the ground. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Maintaining this pressure on your lower abs. Little scissors like this. Our last ab exercise that we're gonna do is an exercise that I call Starfish. So you're gonna lay on your back. You're gonna open your hands and your legs. So for this exercise, I'm gonna keep my hands and legs off the ground. I'm gonna lift my hands and my feet together to touch. I'm gonna open, and my hands and legs stay off the ground. And for 30 seconds, ready guys? For 30 seconds, we're gonna touch and go up and down. Last one, let's push.
10 seconds. Another way we can hit our legs and isolate them really well is doing a one-legged squat or a one-legged lunge using our step here. So whether you have a bench, a chair, or a step, I'm going to use my foot, stay on the stance, one-legged front, one-legged back. If you have a pole or a water hold on to, you can hold on to that for balance. If you don't have balance, I'm going to kind of put my foot on that back step. I'm going to keep my foot in front of me under my shoulder, and all I'm going to do is just squat my leg down and lift up. Squat my leg down and lift up. You can do 15 a piece at a time. You can do 30 seconds because you're isolating your leg. I don't want to rush this one. This one I want to get a nice deep bend. This is what I'm using to rehab my leg from my injury the most. It's one of my most favorite exercises to get a nice deep burn in my whole leg. Everything's nice and controlled. I hit about 10 and then I'll switch. And make sure I get a nice deep bend. I'll do regular squats and lunges and stuff like that with weights, but I always feel like my right leg compensates for the left still. So I make my stance. If I have a wall, I hold on to a wall. If I don't have a wall, I kind of lean forward, chest under my knee to get my foot on that step. So now with my shoulder under my knee, I drop my knee and stand up. Keep my stance, nice deep bend, and stand up. Nice deep bend, and stand up. Now one last exercise that we can do at home. All we need is a tabletop flat surface, a chair, a bench, something with a flat surface you can hold on to. I'm gonna grab on. I get down for a little bit, holding on here. I'm gonna walk my feet out, and for 30 seconds, all we're gonna do is just dips.